Have you been able to pick yourself up?
Yeah, got on with my work, that's the job, isn't it? You know, any line of work you've got to come in every day and do your work.
What do you still hope to achieve this season then?
Try and win the next game. Next game's always most important, we'll try and win that one.
Has Europe gone?
Well, we can only decide that once we win that next game, can't we? We can see how well we can do.
It's certainly an opportunity again to push on into the top half of the table once more and go level on points with Newcastle.
Well, it's a chance to pick up 3 points. I don't know if it's 10 or 11 games left to go, but we'll see if we can win as many of them as we possibly can.
How big a test is it going up to Newcastle?
A big test. I think Newcastle have done well, as have all the promoted teams who came up last year have done well. But I don't think anybody's surprised by Newcastle. They're a big football club, and they've done well. I
think many were surprised when they changed the manager, but Alan Pardew has got things going with them again, hasn't he?
Yeah, Alan's kept it going. I mean, I've got a lot of respect for Chris and the work he done, and I'm sure Alan has as well. You know, but Alan's sort of taken over now and trying to put his own mark in the team.
Have you been able to pinpoint why you've not found the consistency that we've seen in the past? Because whereas at times you may not have got off to the best of starts, you've always been able to put that run together that's really thrust you up the table, haven't you?
No.
In many seasons you have, at least, anyway.
Yeah, but you asked me whether I've been able to put my finger on the consistency point, and I've said no.
How frustrating is it?
Well, it's frustrating because you want to be consistent, yeah.
Any further injuries after Fellaini and Cahill as well?
We've got 1 or 2 knocks and bruises, but hopefully we'll roughly have the same players available.
What have you had to make of what Marouane Fellaini's dad has had to say that he shouldn't have played against Sunderland?
Well, that's completely wrong. You know, we had to hold the boy back from training on the Tuesday, then the Thursday, and he trained the Friday. The boy, we would never do that, so it's a load of rubbish.
Easy to say in hindsight, the situation, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's maybe his dad's upset because the boy is going to have another operation on Monday, but no, who would do that? Nobody would do that. Of course we wouldn't. We certainly wouldn't risk Marouane Fellaini, who's been arguably our best player this season.
Has it been difficult to lift the players at all, David, as well?
Well, the players all have to play their part as well. They need to get on with it and show what they're about, and in the main we've done that.
Is this an important game in terms of bouncing back then, as the Chelsea game was a few weeks ago?
3 points, isn't it? We'll try and take the 3 points. We'll try and do everything we can to do that. We'll go up there to see if we can win.
Just away from the game, FIFA are meeting this weekend in Cardiff. First thing, well, not the first thing they're discussing, but one of the things they're discussing is outlawing snoods. Do you agree with that, and if so, why?
You should ask my kit man.
Yeah. Are they dangerous?
Sorry?
Are snoods dangerous?
Ask my kit man, you know, it's the sort of question I don't see it as a football question really for a manager.
Fair enough. Well,
I don't think much about it really.
The goal line technology issue keeps cropping up.
That's a football question.
It seems to be discussed quite a bit though, doesn't it? And nothing ever happened.
Yeah, well, I think they're getting to a situation. I think they were embarrassed by what happened in the World Cup, especially the situation with England. I think they recognise they have to do something about it. I think what they're trying to do is look at a situation where television doesn't control football, because if you have goal line technology, then it means that television will always be something which the football has to look to. So I think they're looking for a system which will be able to cope with doing it without the requirements of television. Yeah,
there's a number of systems seem to keep failing, don't they? They're going through quite a bit. Is it frustrating that they've not been able to, as a manager, is it frustrating they've not been able to find that system yet?
No, it's only frustrating if one hits a bar and goes over and you don't get it. At the moment we've not had that situation this year.
Cool. Thanks, David.